Oh, thank you. No, thank you.
You know how many comments to do that? Comments leaders. Start there.
I wasn't gonna hit you.
So I can easily
I
remember.
swear I wouldn't do that to
Yes,
you.
you would too.
I'm trying to remember that. So if you're trying to use one.
You don't need ketchup?
Like no, but
Do you need more mustard?
no, I got the. What you got? Some.
Oh.
A lot.
Tiny bottles. Can I have that mustard? Can you share it at least?
Can.
Okay. Okay, good news. That's perfect. Oh, you want a cup of poppers? Because I got me some.
The one you're trying out right now, you know who your gun is right now.
Yes,
That's who it is right here. Yep. Chris Kim Jong-un is escaping. Mike Myers. And there's actually some pets. Go this thing. That was my pet. Well, there's actually several of these. You know how small they are? The big ones? Size of a giraffe.
Really?
Fully grown giraffe. That's huge, isn't it?
It is. That's huge.
You know how big it gets?
Okay.
About 100 feet big.
I didn't know that. Not bad.
I'm serious.
Wow.
They really need to build something else by us. We're keeping Walmart Deli in business. At this point. Do you all like Burger King?
Yeah.
Burger King's awful.
Burger King is what, Jesse?
Awful.
Oh,
I don't like it.
I
I had it before I didn't like it. I like Philly Goose better than I do Burger King.
Well, one's burgers and one's chicken. You can like them both. Listen, Miss Lexi's not a fan of food and food, okay?
How would they hear you?
I know.
Oh, I could still in the store right there.
I was not impressed. I've eaten there one time and
That's what I hear, so I'm like not even wasting my time. Breaking the butter.
You just tried the special sauce in there.
I'm like you, I wasn't too impressed with it.
But I'm not a big fan of Raising Cane's.
me. See, that's how I am. I don't know.
So,
I think I ran too much today.
good exercise for you.
You know, it feels like I ran up the Eiffel Tower or something.
It makes it grow.
We'll try it again tomorrow.
That'd be terrible. That's why I not show up tomorrow if that happens.
Oh, now, Jesse.
It's dramatic.
If you're gonna count too much of this. Drama King. You know why? Drama King is more dramatic than Drama Queen. Get it? Besides, it makes more sense anyway. Drama Queen is his regular dramaticness. When it's excessive dramaticness to normal dramaticness, then it's Drama King. Get it?
Did your corn dog suffice?
Thanks, myself.
Yeah. You need more mustard?
Okay, what?
You boys.
That guy.
Listen, I'll meet you in a little.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
How about the Woogie Master? Hey, wow. I'm calling the Woogie Master now. Here you be.
It is don't cause trouble back there, son.
You got her.
He's trying to. Calvin, turn the volume down.
You see that thing before, have you?
Did Lindsay ever participate?
Are you ready to see if something creepy?
I'm looking at it. I'm just kidding.
That's the reason why she should not get no special treats and stuff today.
I already told her she wasn't. She wasn't gonna participate.
So make sure you start letting people know stuff, so.
Oh.
I wouldn't know.
I thought you were there.
I was, I don't think it.
He was there but not there. Okay.
Right.
Hey Johnson, you know what I decided to do? Instead of this till the end of September, how about 12 more days and I'll do drawings? 12
You
more-
do
12
them
days.
whenever you want to do them.
12 days from now, I'll do it again.
Draw as many as you want, we'll see how many you got at the end of the year. See how many you
I'm
got.
trying to make it slow down.
Make a surprise.
It's already slow.
Big plans, fit.
Right. What day is Christmas Day?
Big plans,
He's saying fifth period.
Yeah, fifth period. Oh yeah, it's
I'm getting there. Maybe she'll
what am I saying?
So he must enjoy that class. If he's
Remember now.
go.
You get your pencil and your papers? Your papers are in your desk.
12 days from now, I'll be doing the drawings. 12 days. It's too soon for that right now. It's only been 3 days since the last drawing.
You say so. If you say so.
There's going to be a huge gap.
Yeah.
You think this big gap, 12 days from now?
And you draw it whenever you want to. You can have
I
half.
guarantee you it's like that good gap right there.
Yeah, but I mean,
If that's not what it just slow down this year.
you can draw as many as you want throughout the year.
Anytime it slow down towards the end of the year, it slows down. In the beginning, throughout it speeds up and it starts to slow down.
Gosh, so one corn dog's got 340 calories. Just now seen that.
Did that make you sick looking at
Oh,
him?
it's good.
You do okay, but you know it'd be really good if you work out and stuff. You get muscles with that.
Right. I ain't doing it.
It's not what matters on the outside, but on the inside it matters. That's what I always say.
That's true, but definitely what's on the outside thing is I'm brown as an apple. I need one weight.
I care about as you are. I do.
I know, and I feel like you.
That makes you feel good about yourself here.
You're a good guy. I don't care what it is just like you.
You know why I say all these things? How make you feel better about yourself?
Thank you, buddy.
I can't have any depressed people in here.
Right.
Lucky for you, I take my medicine.
Guess what I found in this now? You know what I found in this now, Johnson? I found a human jaw in this.
Really?
Almost forgot it was in there. I totally forgot that was in there. Sometimes I don't know about myself sometimes. That's how crazy I am.
That's why I ain't forget.
Hey Johnson, how long's it been since you're around pony stuff? How long's it been?
I don't know, wow.
You know what I'm asking that? Because why? Because that's unplanned.
Really?
We'll see when they're done. It's a surprise. You know why I showed you that one? The creepy one? Because you already seen it before on my phone.
Right.
So, might as well show it to you, but I always show you it on my phone already. Makes sense?
What are you doing?
Noah Cundiff, you're needed at the attendance office. Noah Cundiff, please come to the attendance office. Thank you.
Okay, we ready to get it?
What we're doing?
We're gonna work. What do you think is gonna work? Okay.
Big Labor Day deals are happening now at Best Buy.
Okay. All right, sit down. Everybody else ready? Everybody ready? Pistol Pete, go back to your spot. Hurry, hurry. All right, show me I got your attention real quick. Zach, need to take your headphones off, son. Watch this little video. We're doing science for 2 days, okay? And we're going to talk about mitosis. And this little video does a pretty good job about explaining what mitosis is. Does anybody know what mitosis is? Zach?
Some kind of disease of some kind?
A disease, okay. Anybody else?
Division to multiply.
Yeah, but you read that up there. But did you know what it was before you read that up there? No. Good. We're going to teach you something, hopefully. This is kind of cool. And they give some real good examples. So pay attention. There'll be a quiz. And your final grade will depend on it.
Is there a quiz?
Yes, sir. So you better pay attention.
Have you ever looked down at your leg or your arm to find some cut and you have no idea where it came from or how you got it? So you put a bandage on it and a few days later it's gone. It's all healed and you don't even think anything of it, of this amazing process that causes this to happen. Or let's say you're looking at your nails and you notice they're a lot longer since the last time you cut them. Or let's say you're looking in the mirror and you notice that you are a lot bigger than you were when you were 5 years old. What do all of these things have in common? One major thing they have in common is mitosis. Mitosis is a type of cell division done by most of your body cells, and it's really important for cells to divide. If they didn't divide, you wouldn't grow. I mean, how do you grow if you can't make more cells, right? So one reason why you're bigger than you were when you were 5 is mitosis. Mitosis also is great for repair of damage. If you have some kind of accident, like when we were talking about that cut on your arm or leg, well, you want to make sure it gets repaired well. So you have to make more cells to do that. Mitosis is great for that. Now, it's really important to understand what it is not. Mitosis is not a process that makes sperm or egg cells, because that's something different called meiosis, which sounds like mitosis, unfortunately, but it's a different process. Mitosis is done to produce body cells. Mitosis makes identical cells. That is the goal, identical cells. So if you're trying to make more skin cells to replace worn out or damaged skin cells,
Oh, how did he
you don't
get
want
that?
to make
No,
some
no.
stomach
Take-
cells there. That would be ridiculous. You want to make
Should have
sure
been
you
locked.
have
He can't-
identical
he
cells
can't get
with
access to
reasonable
that.
cost. So mitosis makes identical cells. It's a really important thing.
His
Now
was
it's
too.
also
That was
important
a big
to
deal last
understand that your cells are not dividing all the time. If all they did was divide, it would just
Keep
be
the weight moving.
rapid, crazy growth. In fact, this is kind of what cancer is. Cancer is uncontrolled cell growth. We have a clip on the cell cycle and what the cell is usually doing most of its daily life, which is actually a phase called interphase, where it's growing and replicating, carrying out its cell functions. That's where cells spend most of their time in respect to the whole cell cycle. Mitosis is a very short amount of time in respect to the whole cell cycle. But mitosis is a critical process because this is where it is going to divide and make more cells. Before we get into the steps of division, it's really important to understand that your cells have something inside them, an organelle called the nucleus. And the nucleus holds your DNA. DNA is really important because it's your genetic information. And if you're going to make more cells, you need to have the same DNA in those new cells as you did in your original cells. You want it to be identical, no mistakes. Very important. The problem is you've got a lot of DNA. And we've got to get that DNA into the new cells using mitosis. So there has to be a better way to organize that DNA. Well, what actually happens is that DNA can be organized into these condensed units called chromosomes. Chromosomes are made of DNA.
Calvin Lowe, sit
protein.
down.
You've
1,
probably heard before that
2,
humans have
3,
46 chromosomes.
4.
That means 46 chromosomes are found in most human body cell nuclei. What are nuclei? Well, it's
So how many are there? 46.
the plural of nucleus. You don't say nucleus, you say nuclei. Well, in the nuclei, there are 46 chromosomes. Organizing DNA into condensed chromosomes makes it a lot easier to move over when you're making new cells. So if you have 46 chromosomes in a human body cell, you have to duplicate those chromosomes in interphase before mitosis starts. That basically means you are duplicating your DNA, since chromosomes are made of DNA and protein. You have to do this before mitosis starts because if you're going to make an identical cell that has 46 chromosomes, just like the original, well, it makes sense you have to duplicate the genetic material before splitting. So if you look at our cell cycle video, we talk about interphase. That's a stage where most of the time cells are spending their time. They're actually duplicating their DNA during that time. So, ready for the tricky part? Because we tend to count chromosomes by the number of centromeres present, when the 46 chromosomes duplicate, we still say there are 46 chromosomes, as the sister chromatids are still attached, and we're counting by centromeres. So, 46 chromosomes here, they replicate in interphase, and you still have 46 chromosomes in this picture, but you went from 46 to 92 chromatids. We have a video explaining that in more depth and how that factors in for mitosis. Okay, so now we can get right into mitosis. I like to tell students to remember PMAT. It's a little acronym that helps you remember. The P is for prophase, the M is for metaphase, the A is for anaphase, and the T is for telophase. So remember PMAT. The stages in order. The very first step is prophase. Prophase because it's the beginning step, the nucleus is still there. And it's going to go away later on, but this is a stage where it's actually still there. The chromosomes are visible. In fact, we say they're condensing, which means they are thickening and visible. The next stage is metaphase. M for metaphase, but I also like to remember M for middle because in this stage, the chromosomes line up in the middle of the cell. The nucleus has been disassembled, it's no longer there, so we've got the chromosomes in the middle waiting there. Next, the A is for anaphase. In anaphase, I like to think as the A for away. The chromosomes move away. They are moving to opposite sides of the cell, so they are moving towards the poles of the cell. Now, one thing to point out, these chromosomes, they're not moving by themselves. They actually have something called spindles. These spindles are fibers that help move the chromosomes to the ends, kind of help them move. The last stage of mitosis, think T for telophase. In telophase, the chromosomes are actually at the complete opposite direction, and the nuclei are forming inside the nucleus of the cells. The nuclei are starting to surround the chromosomes on both sides. I like to think of the T for 2 because you can really see in the steps that the end goal is going to be 2 cells. And in the human body, they're each going to have 46 chromosomes. And again, remember, they are identical. Now, cytokinesis is responsible for the final separation into 2 cells by splitting the cytoplasm, which completes after the PMAT mitosis stages. So why did all this matter? Without understanding cell division, we wouldn't understand how growth and repair happens, because they both require more cells to be made. Understanding mitosis is also very important for cancer research, Cancer itself is uncontrolled cell growth. So, in other words, uncontrolled mitosis. Well, that's it for the Yuba sisters, and we remind you to stay here.
Pretty cool video. Very self-explanatory.
Did y'all learn anything?
Did y'all learn anything at all? What is mitosis?
Two finger cells.
Right, basically taking cells. Okay, so you know the example they give was a cut. That cut just doesn't magically disappear. Okay, and if you'll notice, how many of you notice when they get a cut or a sore, how it starts off on one side and it gets smaller? You notice that? Notice how it gets smaller? Count low. If you don't hush, Zach is going to take you out behind the woodshed, and it will not be pretty after he gets done with you. You're going to watch me, he's a mean cat. I ain't gonna get no fist bump, though. I don't want to take me out of the woodshed either. So you better be quiet and focus. Okay. So, you ever notice when you get a cut or a sore, if it starts off really big, it's going to get smaller. Well, what's happening is mitosis is replicating skin cells, identical, and filling in the gaps, repairing itself. And that stuff got 12 long. It's made enough, and guess what? It stops making stuff because it doesn't need to make it more. Okay? That's kind of what they were saying about that big difference between that and cancer. Cancer, it's always something like that. Cancer was this uncontrolled reproduction of mitosis. It keeps it going on and on and on and on, and then it doesn't stop.
That's why they call it a disease.
It is a disease.
That's why
Okay.
they call it that.
Yep. Okay. So there was how many chromosomes?
46.
46 in each one, right? What happens to those chromosomes in mitosis?
Get duplicated.
They get duplicated, right? So Zach, how many are they? You focus? 4. No! How many total are they? Start off. Hold your Chromebook up. That way I know that you're staying with me. I want you to stay with me. Because I want you guys here in a minute, you guys that like to draw stuff, you guys are going to do some artistic. Okay, so a cell has how many chromosomes, Jesse Wallace?
46.
46 chromosomes. Okay? And during mitosis, those chromosomes double. So how many would that be double? 46 times 2. What is it, Ireland?
It's 92.
92, Ireland says. Take them headphones off, please.
Why?
Because you're not paying attention. So, you take 46, they multiply, and become 92, Ireland says. Okay? That's, what do we say? PMAT was the, you remember that? Protophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. PMAT. P-M-A-T. Photophase was basically, think of it like your photocopy. They're going to make duplicates. So the cells go from 46 to 90. They double. They're identical. That's something that's major, that's an important part because our DNA is kind of, our DNA is really, they've never, I don't think they've completely matched out to human DNA. That's something people have been working on trying to figure that out because our DNA, everybody's is different, okay? And however our DNA played out is what makes us who we are.
And also different for all different continents, too.
Right. Maybe everybody's got different DNA. But anyway, so during the photophase, you're basically making a copy. Metaphase, they're all getting lined up. So let's do this. I'm gonna borrow Miss Lexi's marker here. Okay, so I'm gonna make a little small